Welcome to Two Ghost Ranch. Today is just going to be a little different video, just because it's kind of interesting, I think, and everybody we bring out to our property is really interested in this, and that is right across the little dirt road. Our property is actually right that way, across the road. My son's standing in the road, so there's our property and our car, and this little house is across the road. It's an abandoned house. I guess it was abandoned in the 80s. We kind of tried to look it up a little bit. It's got the cool old fencing and barbed wire, and obviously people have been ransacking it, tearing it apart. But it's an RV, like I don't know, maybe a single wide trailer or RV type thing on one side. And then they built a little shelter, like a shack, not a shelter, a shack that's connected to it. And we're gonna walk up a little bit closer to that. They were completely off grid many moons ago. So they had the broken windmill there. They had propane over there. They have a well. We were able to look it up to see how deep it went. It hasn't really been used again since the 80s, but it's kind of a fun little walk back in time, I'd have to say. Just
follow along with us every step of the way, living off the grid, taking it day by day. Sun come up, we sow the seeds of our love. It's hard work.
Fencing is all wood. It's from the juniper trees that are around. But let's walk this way. We have to go a little bit careful because there's nails everywhere. I don't want to get them in my boots. But the really cool thing about this little shack that's on the side is they covered it with petrified wood. It's kind of cool. There's also a lot of poop everywhere. The cows sort of mill around. Our kids call it the pooping house because it's actually full of cow poop. But this is all petrified wood that I'm guessing they gathered from around the properties here and sort of cemented it into the fascia there. And they use the old barnwood looking wood. I'm sure it looked really cool back in the day. It's just really neat. And the inside, it's got brick wall. When the first time we came here, first couple times we came here was last year. And sorry, I'm out of breath. There was an eagle's nest up in the rafters there. And it was kind of cool. It has since fallen and been stepped on a million times by cows, I'm guessing. It's kind of gross in there. There's a lot of garbage and probably about a foot of cow poop in there. But it's just a unique building. It's just kind of a fun little thing. Everywhere you look, there's garbage. I'm sure kids have been out here partying because there's beer bottles and stuff kind of strewn about. There's clothes from the 70s strewn about everywhere, pieces of appliances, and just lots of cow poop. But there's nails sticking up, so be really careful. You can see they used, if you look this way, you can see that they used wood from signs to build the structure. That sign was part of the roof. And it's fallen because it's not being taken care of in any way. So it's kind of cool. It's just a neat little side tour thing, but I think they must have had a connection, or maybe it was two different houses. We're not sure, but it's just falling apart. I'm not going to go inside it. They also had a shed over there, and inside that shed was a freezer. I don't know if it's there still. You've got these old furniture pieces and stuff. Let's be careful where we walk. But, still there. So that building was standing up until a few months ago, and it's kind of falling over, so I'm not going to go in it. But can you see the freezer there? The first couple times we came, we did not open it. We didn't go over there, but we finally got the nerve up to look in it, and I was sure there was going to be a body or something in there, but there was nothing in it. I don't know if I was disappointed or happy. It was kind of exciting and a mystery, but it's solved. There's nothing in it, and just a bunch of tires out here and just tons of cattle fencing everywhere. There were some other structures, yeah, they're still over there beyond it, that are next door. A couple other basically trailers that they've just left abandoned, and they're just falling in disrepair. I think it's 2 separate properties. There's a fence line between them, and they have their own stuff to run their utility, I mean, their own propane and stuff. But people are just looting and wrecking things. But it's kind of cool. They have an old little, what do you call it, clothesline part there, those things, and it's connected to here. You know, you can kind of visualize somebody living out here in the middle of nowhere, and their clothes hanging on here, and having a windmill going, and just a unique sort of area. Look at this tree popping out of the front of the motorhome. It's just cool. It's just really cool. And everybody we bring out here just wants to explore it and walk around and see what remnants of the past they have. And I just thought it was kind of a unique little side video for everybody to see. Up there on the windmill, our kids actually have climbed that thing, much to my dismay, but it's still very strong and going good. It's just cool looking, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's a neat little thing. So hope you enjoyed a little side tour. There's not really, we can't really go in it. It's not safe. The floors aren't really stable, and they're kind of falling through, and I'm afraid of the nails falling on me. So we'll just look around. Maybe, Nathaniel, you can walk around and get some more video as we go this way. Just because, you want to go this way?
Let's go that way.
Go this way? Just to see a different area. There's a lot of barbed wire all over. Oh, that was what I was going to say. The first time we came over by the fences over there, there was a baby calf. It had gotten tangled up in the barbed wire, and I think it must have died from being tangled up in the barbed wire. It was very sad. And I mean, the coyotes have eaten it since, and it's gone, but the hide, but you could see that the barbed wire was wrapped around its leg, and it had died there. But so we tried to move some of the stuff aside, because I don't want any of the animals getting hurt. But this is just the other side of it. Obviously the windows have been broken, but there's the leftover of the couch. And there's another couch out here. Somebody made a wooden couch or something, or maybe it was a old 70s couch. I don't know. It looks kind of janky, homemade to me. But it's kind of cool too. Interesting stuff. A lot of tires out here. Guessing they had farm equipment. I think this property is only maybe an acre. I don't know. We looked it up. But some poop and some sort of junction box or something here. I'm not sure. Oh, yep. Just everywhere there's stuff. You can see this is the water heater, or the tub. I think that's the tub. You can kind of look in there. Yep. Can you video in there? I don't know if it'll show up, but it's just as close as we can get. Propane set up to start with, but we're going to be starting from scratch. So somebody just ditched that. It must have had a structure over the top of it. So here's the other side of the petrified wood house. Bunch of old 70s clothes there laying around and getting blown by the wind. A lot of the clothes have actually blown onto our property too. We find shirts and pants on our property all the time that are from here. Obviously they're really old 60s, 70s clothes. So anyway, this is just a cool place. Here's again, side with the petrified wood. It's kind of stuck on there forever. So hopefully somebody appreciates it and enjoys this video. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed.